in the Great Plains, there are two herd animals found in that area. And one are cattle and the other are bison or buffalo. And cattle, when a storm starts flowing through the Great Plains, what they will do is they will scatter and they will run away from the storm. And in fact, causing their pain and their challenge to be even more difficult. But the bison, on the other hand, they do something different. They begin to gather together. They begin to put their heads down and go straight head in to the storm. And not only do they only do that, but they start running into the storm. They start pushing against the very thing, knowing that if they can gather together, keep their heat together, and push forward, that the struggle, the chaos, the storm that they're in will end quicker, and they could do it better and faster together. Well, Together for the City is adopting this culture of a buffalo culture. We're deciding that from this day forward, it's no longer acceptable for us to say, well, I'm okay, because if we're not all okay, it's not acceptable anymore. So number one, we're going to find a way. It's not your fault that we have the socio-economic divide. It's not your fault that we have challenges in our city. But it is your problem because God placed you in this city to make a difference in this city. And so we're going to together put our head into the wind and say, with God's help, we're going to address these issues. We're going to begin to enjoy a herd mentality. In other words, we all win or we all lose together. If there's a church in our city or a nonprofit that has problems or has challenges, we're not going to say, well, I hope God helps them. We're going to dig deep. We're going to ask questions. We're going to get our resources. We're going to get pastors and leaders together, and we're going to address this issue together because we all win and lose together. We're going to protect the herd. The truth is, none of us know how to navigate the space we're in right now. Come on, somebody. The book hasn't been written yet. Nobody's getting royalties on that book yet. Well, we all are at a space and a place and season where we're saying, God, what shall we do next? Can I tell you, this is not chance or accident, but it's divinely ordained and orchestrated by our God. That I know about you, but I've looked at every book that I know. I've read everything. I've read every blog. And all of us are saying one simple thing. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I got to depend more on Him. That's what I do know. Finally, we're going to always move. We're going to keep moving together. The moment we stop is the moment where the storm will overtake us. The moment we stop is the moment that we can no longer face the challenges ahead of us. It's time that we pick up. Look at me. I know your rhythms, my rhythms have all been thrown off. I don't even know what day it is half the week right now. How many still with me? I got up Monday was the hardest day I faced in a year. I was like, God, what do we do now? And I just felt like God said, just keep moving, Gilbert. Just keep moving. Just keep walking. So I'm going to end with this. Would you just indulge me for the next 30 seconds and just seated right where, just start stomping your feet. Just stomp your feet right here. Just do it as loud as you can. There you go. I want you to listen to that just for 10 seconds. I want you to stop. I want you to think of that sound. Because one thing I know about bison, they're not quiet. When they start moving, something starts happening. Would it be that in this city, that when a challenge comes up, when difficulty, when City Hall and the mayor and City Council doesn't know what to do, that they start hearing that noise, and that's the noise of the church coming to the rescue, the church facing the storm and coming into a place to say, hey, you know what? We have an answer.